All right, welcome back. New, sort of new camera angle. Um, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Just saw it last night. Quite sure a lot of you are watching it tonight or this weekend. And I want to know. I want to know what you thought about it. But this is a heavy movie. It was a very, very heavy movie, and I mean, you kind of expect that, right? You knew that they were going to be honoring Chadwick Boseman, but once you actually get there, the tears get to flowing for some people. I ain't even gonna lie, I teared up. I don't give a fuck what you say. Definitely teared up at the beginning during the funeral scene. So I just want to say, like, the movie went. There were a lot of things that I didn't expect. First of all, I didn't expect the way it started. I honestly did not expect the way it started. I didn't expect. First, okay, let me kind of veer off a little bit. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. Give this man his cigars. Give this motherfucker every single award possible. Shout out to Ryan Coogler because, goddamn. First of all, you are dealt, like the worst fucking blow ever. The star of your movie has passed. You know what I'm saying? The person that you riding this franchise on passes away. You know what I'm saying? So it's a terrible situation to be in, for everybody. And to have to have to completely rewrite the story after that, and to write a story or create a story that actually makes a ton of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, to actually, incorporate his death into the story, and how a lot of what happened in the first movie really actually affected, like the character's death in the movie, right? And like, this is spoilers. I should have put that, but we're talking spoilers here. But, the fact that Killmonger destroyed the Garden of the Heart-Shaped Herb, in the first movie, and it's been years, right? But the fact that it's been what, 6 years, in timeline since the events of the last movie. But the fact that Killmonger, when he destroyed the Garden of Heart-Shaped Herb, right, that affected their ability to save T'Challa, right? And it literally started off with Shuri trying to recreate the heart-shaped herb and failing in doing so. And that really affects her character, and where she's at mentally and emotionally throughout the entire movie, right? The fact that she wasn't able to save her brother. And shout out to Letitia Wright, man. She, like, she had to, this was, as people say, this was her movie. Like, this was her movie. She was front and center. Like, she was the shit. So shout out to Letitia Wright, man. Like I said, it was a heavy movie, a lot of emotions. So I'm not gonna lie, there were moments where I found myself wondering, how would this have been different if Chadwick was alive, right? So then you get to the villain, Namor, however you want to pronounce it. His enemies call him Namor. What would it have been like to see T'Challa versus Namor in the MCU, right? They got such a huge backstory, such a huge, rich history in the comics. You know, you really just wanted to see those two characters go at it, and especially, you know, with this scenario, the things that, you know, what T'Challa did by revealing, you know, Wakanda's secret to the world, you know, that's what affected this entire movie, right? And you could just imagine, you know, how that would have played out, you know, if he was alive, you know, him having to stand on that decision, him having to defend his decision, you know what I'm saying, to reveal, you know, Wakanda's secrets to the world, right? And you see how it affects Wakanda, right? Like, you know, a lot of things happen in this movie happen because of what T'Challa did at the end of the first Black Panther. Him revealing to the world that Wakanda had a lot more going on than people thought, you know, is what got people looking for vibranium, you know, which made them, you know, damn near find Talocan, which pissed off Namor and made him, you know, have to go see the people of Wakanda, right? But all in all, man, like, you gotta give hats off to Ryan Coogler. Got to. He, like I said, he was faced with, I would say, an unwinnable situation, right? And he pulled off a story that, like I said, that not only made sense, but he integrated, you know, the circumstances, meaning, you know, T'Challa's death, but Chadwick Boseman's death. He integrated that into the story, which is very bold all in itself, right? Depending on how you look at it, you know, it could be bold. Someone could look at it as bold. Some would look at it as honorable. I look at it as both. To really incorporate the death of this real life person, you know what I'm saying, into this story, and to criticize, you know, the character in certain ways, right? There were certain moments where, you know, I just love how real this movie was, right? So there were certain moments where T'Challa was actually sort of being criticized, you know, for some of the ways he had, some of the decisions he made. Again, I spoke about Namor. Namor had a lot of problems with the fact that Wakanda revealed itself to the world, right? I can understand that, right? Because he basically told them, like, if you tell anybody about us, like, it's over with. I'm killing y'all motherfuckers. But so, you know what I'm saying, like, they were, like I said, they weren't afraid to be critical of the character of T'Challa, even though he's gone and the man who plays him is gone. Even Killmonger. So when Shuri, she takes the heart-shaped herb that she created, and she recreates the heart-shaped herb. She takes it, she enters the ancestral plane, and because of her rage, because of her hatred for Namor, because of what he did earlier in the movie, Killmonger even is critical of T'Challa, you know, saying your brother was way too noble. You know, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be noble like your brother, or are you gonna get the job done like I did, or like I was in the process of doing? And he made a good point. Right? So I say all that to say, like, you know, like I said, I love how real this movie is. I could talk about this all day, but unfortunately I don't have all day. But I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. A lot of people thought it shouldn't have got made. A lot of people thought they should have recast T'Challa. I think they did a great job. A lot of we'll talk about it. I will definitely do a part 2, but we will definitely talk about it. But I want to know what you thought about Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and leave it in the comments. Or if you haven't seen it yet, then I apologize for spoiling it. But I gave a spoiler warning. Should have put it in the title of this video. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you next time.